Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Royce from Pedal Metal. Welcome to my channel. Tonight's video, we're going to be checking out Hot Wheels' latest car culture series of 5 cars. This is the Thrill Climbers set, and we will look at each of the 5 vehicles, take them out of the pack and spin them around and examine them closely. As we can see here, starting from the left, we have Audi Sport Quattro. Number 2 out of 5 is a Porsche 934.5. Third is the Ford RS 200. Fourth out of 5 is the Lancia O37 or Lancia O37, however you prefer to pronounce it. Lancia. I guess a lot of people say Lancia. I've seen Lancia. Anyway, 5 out of 5 is the Volkswagen ID.R, which is pretty cool too. I have to admit I don't know much about that vehicle. And we will get started cracking them open. This is the one that I wanted the most out of all of them. I just think this casting, besides the 037 there, this is the one I was looking forward to the most, I have to be honest, because I'm a huge short wheelbase Audi Quattro fan to begin with. Here's the back of the pack. I had this for a few weeks now. I'm sorry, life has gotten in the way. I've been so busy that I wanted to review these about a month ago. It took me a while. I've yet to see any in the store. Some of you guys are finding them in the stores, but I have a feeling it's going to be probably pretty difficult to be able to locate the full set of these. Crack that Porsche. That looks great in the colors there. Oh, I just love that paint smell. I'm getting a huge whiff of the fresh paint. You can't really beat that. I love that smell. And like I've always said before, all these look better out of the pack in my opinion. Now this one here is spelled correctly. Some of them got through with the word Lancia or Lancia, however you prefer to pronounce it, was spelled wrong, and it also on the vehicle itself, the Tampo is spelled wrong on the spoiler. Some of you guys have found some like that, and others have not. Mine, which I had to order this set off of eBay, is spelled correctly on it. But the early ones, I should have stated, or was definitely spelled wrong. And many people called it right away. So there we go. We have all 5 of them out of the packs. And now I will put them up on the turntable and we'll get to take a closer look at them. Here we go. So here we go. Number 1 out of the 5, which is the Audi Sport Quattro short wheelbase. And this is obviously in race form. It is not a street version. And it is absolutely awesome. The tampos on this are just amazing. The placement of them, everything just looks great on this. I like the wheel choice as well. And the only other ones that would be close to, in my opinion, would be like the monoblock multi-spoke wheels would look really cool as well, but more for the street version, I would say, than the race version. Looks great with these Speedline style 5 spokes. But check out, I mean, it's absolutely perfect. The placement up front, the rear looks great. And if you're not familiar with the Car Culture series, they are all over metal. We have a metal base that's painted gloss yellow. Metal body, obviously, and then we have the Real Riders synthetic rubber tires with the nicer rims. So this will go nicely with all my other Audis in my case, and it is spectacular absolutely awesome. Right up there with some of my favorite Hot Wheels of all time. That one is now going to be, it's in my top 5 or 6 of my favorites easily. Just, I don't know. I'm so glad I was able to get this, because I'll probably never find them in the stores. So you might have to do what I did and just buy it off of eBay and be done with it. And there are some, Amazon actually had a pretty good deal for the whole set of 5 as well. All right, we'll move on to number 2. All right, so here we're looking at number 2 out of 5, which is the Porsche 934.5, which was a transitional body kit, basically, hence the 0.5, which was cross between the 934 and a 935. So you still have the, does not have the slope nose front end, so it's a transitional body work, I guess, so to speak. This one looks awesome too, and it's definitely no slouch. I mean, it's really, really nice. This one we have a gloss white metal base. We have the cooling fin style BBS wheels, all in white. God, I love the chin spoiler in the front, is really awesome. I like how at least they try to get a tampo there for the slot behind the driver's door. I mean, they at least tried, and it's pretty convincing for the most part. But these cars, especially this one here, is aching to be detailed. And I do miss doing detailed videos, so maybe this coming fall and winter I can get back into that. All right, so that was number 2 out of 5, the Porsche 934.5, and we will move on to the Cosworth. Quickly, one thing I want to note, I did notice on the base of this Porsche, it is dated 2019, which is kind of unusual. They didn't use the same base from 3 years ago. I would thought it'd be dated 2016. I think that's what the other one is. So I might have to dig my others out and compare it and see what the difference is. All right, so I dug out another one here, and it is dated, Super Treasure Hunt here is dated 2016, made in Malaysia. I couldn't really find any other differences at all besides this saying made in Thailand on the white base one, but the molds and everything do appear to be identical. I just was curious there, so I quickly dug out another example with the same style wheels, which is kind of interesting, just so I can get a quick visual aid here before I speak about it. I wanted to see, but yeah, it was dated 2016. No big deal, but it doesn't appear to be anything different with the two. All right, we'll move on to the Ford Cosworth. All right, next up we have a new casting. I believe there's 3 new castings out of this set of 5. Pretty sure of that. And this is the Ford RS200 Cosworth rally car, and it is absolutely spectacular, much like every one in this set, in my opinion. Look at this thing. This thing is just sick. It's got a new wheel design, and the Lancia also has a new wheel design as well. Really, really cool. The tampos look great on it. Everything about it, the stance is great. And this is the first time I'm getting to really look at one of these in person. I did see pictures on Instagram, but some of the pictures weren't the best. But I like here how the exhaust tip is sticking way out, and that's part of the base. This does have a satin black metal base. Made in Thailand, dated 2019. We have the new style wheels, look great. And kind of like a bronze yellow color. Almost like a dirty gold color, I would call them. But the tampo process has gotten so good on these that they are definitely worth the $5.50 a piece or whatever these are costing at the retail level if you can find them in the stores. And black interior, clear glass. Can kind of see the motor in the back there. Not real well, but it's back there. This is also going to be in some of my top favorite Hot Wheels. I mean, that thing is just wicked. Really nice. And they had a casting in the past, I'm pretty sure. And I'm sure I have it here somewhere, but it's not half as good as this. All right, so that is, wow, awesome. So that was number 3 out of 5, and we will move on to number 4 out of 5, another new casting. All right, so here's number 4 out of 5. This is the Lancia O37. And like I said earlier, I've heard that the word Lancia, you hear 2 or 3 different ways of pronouncing it. I'm not Italian, so I'm not even going to try, but I've always thought it was Lancia, but as a kid, I always just said Lancia because it's how it looks as it, you know, when you look at the spelling of it, but it doesn't really matter either way. But this is awesome. Another new casting. 3 out of 5 are new castings, and it does not disappoint in the least. It's really well done. We have white with a satin black base, which is obviously dated 2019, made in Thailand. It says on the bottom, Lancia Rally O37. From what I can see, look at my monitor, tampos look pretty well done on it. Although this exhaust here is part of the gray plastic innards, it appears to me. Yes. There we can kind of see the motor in the back. I think, or no, maybe they're not new wheels. Maybe they're the same ones I've used on some of the four-wheel drive trucks. I believe that wheel design. So I guess the 5-spoke on the Ford is the only new wheel out of the set. I'm sorry. I think I said earlier that these wheels were new. I think these beadlock looking wheels were used on the Land Rover and some other ones that I had reviewed in the past. Now that I'm looking at them closer, but they somehow work on this car for whatever reason. And of course it's spelled correctly on the rear spoiler there. Really nice. All right, we'll move on to number 5 out of 5. All right, number 5 out of 5 is the Volkswagen IDR, which I'm pretty sure this is an all-electric car. I'm sorry, I didn't get a whole lot of time to research it and look it up, but it is a Pikes Peak racer. I'm pretty sure on that. This one is kind of unusual for being a car culture vehicle because it is a lot of plastic on it. The whole base is plastic, which wraps up into that rear wing. Somehow this all works though together, and it is also spectacular in my opinion. Really cool, and we will stop and take a look at it. But I had to tap on it with my tooth because at first I thought this was all metal, but it's plastic. And it's made in Thailand, dated 2019. And of course we have the BBS style wheels with the cooling fans attached in gloss black, or satin black I should say, with the chrome lines. Somehow this all works together, and I think it looks great. I'm having a tough time. I mean, maybe it's my lighting here, but it almost looks like a dove gray color. I think it's white. I'm pretty sure it's white, because this, let's put this Porsche, maybe it is a light gray. It might be a very, very light gray, grayish white, off-white color, but it almost looks like a dove gray to me. Either way, it does not disappoint out of the pack. Very unique and unusual. We got that huge wing. But a lot of black plastic on it. But like I said, for whatever reason, it definitely works on this one. And that's number 5 out of the 5, the Volkswagen. I'll get a shot here of all of them together. And I am really excited about this. And my opinion on this set is, this is by far, in my opinion, the nicest 5-piece set that they've ever come out with. It's just my opinion. It's at the top of the heap, I think. All right, so there we go. We have all 5 of them up on the turntable. All of them are painted white, obviously, with tampos, all in racing liveries. Hence, being the thrill climbers are technically off-road vehicles. And like I said earlier, this is easily my favorite set of all time so far. Out of the 5-piece sets that they've come out with of the car culture lineup, it's that good. And this is a must-have set if you're into racing and rally cars, obviously. The only one that's not really a rally car is the Porsche there, but that's okay. We'll forgive Hot Wheels for throwing that in there. All right, so that's all 5 of them together and looking awesome. You guys have to let me know down below. Please put which is your guys' favorite. You can have 2 or 3, that's fine. Like I said, there are 3 out of the 5 are new castings, which is exciting. I think it's exciting because a lot of times they rehash, these cars over and over and over and over again. Hence the Gasser and the Datsun wagon, which we've seen gazillion versions of. So I think this is an exciting set. Easily my favorite. And if you like this type of video, be sure to share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And like I said, if you're not a member, please consider subscribing. It's free. You can't beat free. And hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you guys next time. That was drawn out, as usual. All right, now I gotta go drink some iced tea now after that. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye now.